This is a 1969 Triumph Bonneville. I've just restored for a very good interstate customer of mine. So we'll have a bit of a walk around it and a bit of a look. 69's a beautiful model. Some regard it as a premium model of the certainly one of the most desired of the Bonnevilles, the pre-oiling frames. Now what I'm focusing on now is the front brake. I think it's definitely one of the prettiest brakes to come out on a production motorcycle. Twin leading shoe and absolutely gorgeous shape, and it actually works, which is really nice to see. This 69's got the later 6970 only belt crank arrangement to run the cable up alongside the fork instead of hanging in the wind like the first one in 68 was done. So yeah, rest fairly standard Bonneville fare. You've got the headlight, a really good looking amp gauge in the middle, which basically only gives bad news. That's what they're all about. It's made by Lucas and Smith's Instruments, which generally gives some sort of an idea that you're on the move and your engine's running, but don't rely on it to get you out of any speed camera tickets. This one's the US model, and it's got the Western style bars, which are again a real feature, and they seem to work nicely on these if you're a bit of a cruiser. They're really good. The tank, that's totally original colours, very pretty in my opinion, better than the 1970, which was sort of a burgundy and silver, and after 3 weeks it looked like sort of a grey and burgundy, which wasn't so good. But this gorgeous tangerine kind of a look is really gorgeous, and it just looks right on the bike for sure. Engine's your standard 650. This is a lovely little motor, and she just purrs along. You'll notice up the front here the horns on it. You've got twin high and low horns, 1 year only, and I can tell you, if you've tried to take the tank off and put it back on, complete with those reflectors, you'll understand why it's 1 year only. It's a less than pleasant task. You've got your pipe in between, balance pipe and your exhaust, gives you a little more mellow note, but not that you'd really notice. It's still got a really great sound, which is fantastic. And to this one we've put the new Amel Premier carbs on, which are a vast improvement over the old originals, which were great for the first 6 months, and then the air leaks and that had started coming in, which was a bit of a problem. And again, for 69 you'll see a slight difference in the air cleaners. Got that nice little hump in the back there, which wasn't present in the earlier ones, and they're a central mount instead of the offsets on these ones. Your guards, you'll see the guards are painted, and that's correct. Some years had the polish or stainless guards, and these ones didn't, and it actually works really well for the bike. It looks fantastic. Customers got me to put the progressive springs in the front forks, and oh gee, it makes for a lovely ride. It's really sweet. So there we go, and the shockers on the back of the Icons, which again look like original, but so much better. Fantastic Icon shock absorbers, and it really works. The ride and the handling is so much better. You'll see the big reflectors again for the American market. They like big reflectors, so you could see the motorcycle coming. I don't know, the reflector about 3 square inches is going to do it, but at the time they thought it would. So yeah, that was the shot there. Again, you'll see the grab rail on the back is a 1 year only. It was actually attached to the seat itself, which generally meant that the seat turned into a banana after a short period of time, as if you were riding enthusiastically, your passenger would hang on to that really tightly. Though if it was a young lady, a very pretty one, hopefully she would hang on to you very tightly. It also seemed to work pretty well for a lot of people, that arrangement. Here we've got the left hand side primary cover, We've got a really cool clutch in this, which is your Norman Hyde with the extra plate. Gives you a really nice light clutch, so it feels really light. Got the an alloy outer on it, the pressure plate, which again, it just sits a lot more flat than the old pressed steel one, and so it doesn't drag if it's set up correctly, like most of them did at the lights, and felt really good. So you get a light and it grips, really grips, and that's fantastic. Gee, these are pretty motor, aren't they? I just love them. They're just so gorgeous. And this one has no oil leaks, and yes, I did check. There is oil in there, plenty of it, which is great. And as I say to most people, no, it doesn't leak oil, but it will. It's a Triumph. Of course, it's going to leak oil at some stage. It's just the way it sort of works, marking its territory, keeping those Japanese bikes at bay. Anyway, that's a bit of a walk around it, and I hope you've enjoyed that. She's a lovely bike. I've certainly enjoyed putting a mile or two on it for my customer, so that he can really enjoy it when he gets out there and has a lot of fun. So that's great.